Welcome everybody to the in-app experience of stratapp. So this will be the first one, and I'm again at Mooloolaba Beach having a coffee. It's Friday morning here, so let me have a drink. Delicious. Coffee from Colombia. So let's dive right into the session. So I'll just share my screen. And here we are. So first of all, you need to have your instance of stratapp set up and ready to go. So just go to the website, stratappsas.com, and click on the free trial button, enter your email address there, and then what will happen is you'll receive an email which will look something like that, saying, welcome to stratapp, start strategizing. Click on that, and then you'll land on this page, and then you can create your organization name. So let's do that. I'm going to call it the ROE for the Rapid Onboarding Experience, and I'll just put in my name. And I've already got a password, so good to go. But you just create your password. Then you're going to say start strategizing. I won't save this one. You should though, for you. And then I'll just say got it, good to go. Leave support there, and away we go. If you're doing the rapid onboarding experience with some colleagues, as we recommend, so you can all do the experience together and then roll it out in stages, you want to add your colleagues to the same stratapp org, ideally. So what you can do is just click on your avatar top right, and I recognize my image on Zoom here is covering the avatar. So just look for that blank avatar top right. It'll be blank at the moment. Click on that. That'll open up a slider. Go down to settings, and then what you can do here on the users page is add your colleagues right here on the users page. So enter their email, first name, last name. Don't worry about this for now, and then and don't worry about the org design for now. We'll do that later on in the onboarding experience. So just leave all the pages turned on, add them here, and you're good to go. Also, whilst you're here, perhaps go to the account page, and you can upload your own company logo. So just click on the pen, and then choose a file and upload the logo there. So after that, instead of the stratapp logo here, it'll be your company logo showing at the top left. So there you go, you're into the app, free trial activated. The other thing you can do is again go back to your profile, top right, and just click on the bigger image at the top of the slider, and then that'll take you to your profile page, and then here you can click on that camera and actually upload a profile photo. So it's good to start with the logo and your own photo, and you can add any other personal details here like job title and what you're doing now, just so your colleagues can see that when they're interacting with you inside stratapp. Okay, so the purpose of today's session is just to get you started on the strategy tree. So don't worry about all the other parts of the app. On this rapid onboarding experience, we're going to take you through each step one at a time. So let's keep it simple and start with the strategy tree. So you remember on the flip chart session, not a whiteboard, you remember on the flip chart session, I talked about imagine you're handing your company over to someone else to run the company, and you're going to be on a yacht, preferably a Hansa, made in Germany, traveling around the world for 2 years. And whilst you're away, you want this imaginary management team to get certain things done. And if you articulate it in plain English for that management team, first of all, your strategy will make sense. It won't be high-level waffle. It'll actually be things people can action. And everyone in your company will understand, including future hires and new people coming in to work with you as contractors or partners. Okay, so now we're on the strategy page. And what I'll do is I'll go to edit mode. And in edit mode, we can add the first goal here. So let's say we're that fishing company, and you're a fishing business that is catching lots of fish, got lots of boats, bringing the fish back and then selling them, and other people make money through the supply chain after buying the fish off your boat. And you've decided, hey, we want to make that margin as well. So let's launch a consumer brand where we sell the fish directly from the boat to the consumer. So your overall goal for the next 2 years could be to launch a consumer seafood brand. Typing when people are watching is always tricky. So that's our overall goal for this company. And then you'll notice it's verb noun and it's in plain English. So the next thing we want to do is figure out, well, to achieve that, what do we need to do? And so I'll add the child. So what I've done there, I'll just do it again, I clicked away, is I click on the tile and I'll click on adding a child, and I'll think, right, what are the top 3 to 6 things I need to do to launch this seafood brand? So the first one might be to build a seafood brand suitable for consumers. So that's the actual branding and marketing side of it. And then the next thing would be to perhaps create the supply chain from processing to household. So note, fish come off boats, go into processing, so we'll have to create that or outsource it or some sort of capability. So we've got the supply chain. And then perhaps we also want to validate the demand. So before we get too excited and building plants and rolling out trucks and home delivery and everything else, is to validate, is there demand in this market to buy seafood? So probably the other thing we'll need to do is first validate the demand by product type, seasons, and timing. Maybe timing as well, calendar, Christmas, whatever. So there we have, there's our strategy tree. So now if I go to this button, it'll just take me to the default page. So when you come to this page, you see the hierarchy view of the strategy, and you can see it's nicely presented. So as I explained in the flip chart session, you may have 3 to 6 goals for the next 1 to 3 years, and they would all appear across here. And then under each goal, you can build out the sub goals, and below those, you can go down another 2 levels. So you're really spelling out to the company, hey, this is the plan. And as I mentioned before, strategy should never stop. Remember Richard Rummelt, strategy is not an annual thing that happens and then gets out of date and we forget about it. It's alive and interactive, should be happening every week, every month, and updating it with what you're learning. So in stratapp, the beauty of that is you can constantly keep adjusting this strategy. It's digital, it's interactive, and you can bring everyone along the journey. And in one click, you can now collaborate on each of those things. So if we go here on the branding side, you might say, let's open this up, and then you can start collaborating with your colleagues. So we'll get into how the cards work later. I just wanted to make the point, in one click, everything to do with this sub goal now is at your fingertips. The objectives, short term, tasks, projects, assumptions, bit of a story, all the meetings you're having, everything's at your fingertips. And subject to security, the default is to make this accessible to the organization. There's 4 levels of security. Basically, you evolve the strategy together and involving everyone in the company, and they can see and feel part of what's going on in the company. So that's the beauty of stratapp, right? Live, interactive, this is where the leadership team play. I'll stop there. So right now, your homework, first step, is to get your colleagues into the app and to put your own brand here, put your own profile photo on the profile page, and then go to this strategy page and just click on the edit mode and then build this little story for your company. And just go down 2 levels, don't need to go down all 4 just yet. Just go down 2 levels and ask yourself, hey, I'm going sailing. We're going to delegate running the company while I'm away for the next 1 to 3 years. What do I want them to do? 3 to 6 goals at the top level, and then below each of those 3 to 6 goals. Remember to write them in verb-noun format in plain English, and then we'll come back and we'll continue from that in the next video session. Okay, so that's all you need to get done for this first part. And just if you do get stuck when you're doing that exercise, just go back to the edit mode here and you'll see any page that's a little bit tricky inside stratapp. There's a video tutorial. It'll just show you how to break these lines, reconnect them, change it around if you change your mind as you're building out the tree. So just take a look at that video tutorial if you need it. Okay, so looking forward to the next flip chart session. We're going to dive into OKRs, objectives and key results. We'll talk about the theory, and then the next in-app session we'll show you how to connect those OKRs to the strategy tree, and then the work taking place to execute your objectives for the next month or quarter. It's going to be easy. Just follow the steps one at a time. Don't try and get it too far ahead. You'll be there before you know it. Good luck.